And when we check the back, yep, worthless.
Average Joe.
It's always time. We kind of want that.
Hello everyone, welcome to Average Joe Watch Reviews, where we do more than just reviews. Today we're going to be looking at a watch that was given to me as a wedding present from my wife. And that is the Hamilton Khaki. This particular, not this version, but there is a particular version that has been seen on the Netflix series Jack Ryan. This is the watch that can be seen on that show. I believe it's the blacked out version, if I'm not mistaken. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, please subscribe, and also please click a like. That is the most charitable way to help support Average Joe Watch Reviews. So with no further ado, let's dive into the review. Oh yeah. All right, so here is how the watch gets shipped. It's actually in one of these hard shell cases with the leatherette, Hamilton printed on the top. You've got the contrast coloring with the Hamilton logo zipper, and it's just actually a really good travel case. I was actually shocked that it didn't come with a box, but this is how Hamilton does it. So we open it up and we see that there is indeed a warranty card. And when we check the back, yep, worthless. When you get a watch from a great dealer, the warranty is not going to happen. You have to get it from an authorized dealer in order to have an actual warranty that is acknowledged by the manufacturer. So that's fine, but you do get cost savings when you buy it from a gray market dealer. You gotta weigh that. Do you think the watch is going to break in that warranty period? If so, you may want to try to find another watch, or you pay a little bit more for the warranty. So we're here for the watch. This is actually a leatherette pillow with some, I guess, a solid skeleton there. And then here's the hang tag. This is the H71 616 535. So here is the watch. Definitely indicative of the Jack Ryan watch. This is the he actually wore the blackout version on the Amazon Prime special, the Tom Clancy's Jack Ryan episodes, and that was just all black strap, blackout dial. This one here is actually a little bit more traditional. It's actually got that faux patina look to it, and it's got that brown strap. This watch is actually running, even though you don't see a second hand moving. And I'm going to show you the case back here, and check that out. It's beating, so it is keeping time. Very nice looking movement, by the way. It's the H21 automatic with a 60-hour power reserve. So when we click this pusher, I want you to take a look at this right here, and that shows you that now we are running. So if you're the kind of person like me that likes to see the second hand running because it kind of freaks you out a little bit, you can push the pusher here, and this will run. And up here is your minute tracker, and down here is your hour. Pretty simple, guys. Pretty standard. Very solid clicks, by the way. Very solid. And take a look at the snapback. I mean, it's very precise. And then you can take a look at that action from the back here. There's the activation of the chrono. There's stopping the chrono. And then, let's see something here. Here's your bottom pusher here. It all gets reset. Very, very refined movement, I have to admit. The crown action is just absolutely effortless. That pops out to the first position where you can wind it. It's got a very satisfying sound to it. And then when you go in reverse, It's even got another sound to it, which typically you don't get that. So I don't know. I mean, I'm a little strange, and I kind of like that. So, but it's a very refined movement. I mean, everything is just silky smooth. Your first position is going to do the date, but I want to actually bring it out to the second position and just show you how to set the time. I always like to bring it to the 6 o'clock position before messing with the date. So that's the neutral position here, or at least should I say the first position, where you can wind the watch. And then there's your, I guess you could call it the second position or third, depending on how you want to look at it. And check out these date clicks here. Perfect engagement. Love the sound. And then if you want to do the day of the week, again, just effortless. This is a really solid movement. The only drawback about or regarding this movement is the fact that it's a really thick movement, which, considering the case thickness, they actually did a really good job encasing this movement because it is a thick movement, but the watch isn't all that thick. I mean, you look at it and it does look thick, but when we take a measurement of it, which we'll do right now, I'm going to show you that it's really not that bad. I mean, you're only looking at a 15 millimeter. Our case diameter is actually a 42 without the pushers. And if we look at our lug to lug, that's a really important measurement. That's going to basically give you guys an indication of how it's going to fit on the wrist. You're looking right at a 50 millimeters. So on my 7-inch wrist, this 42 millimeter watch, which does have a lug width of 20 millimeters, by the way, fits on here very nicely. Check that out. So, and then we take a look. You can definitely tell that it's thicker. So when we take a look at this dial, it's actually more intricate than what it appears. It does have a really nice depth to it because it's got this ring around. It's actually done like these very fine lines. So it gives it a different texture than what's in the center, as you can see there. And I would say that like it almost looks like it's a record, right? On the outer, and then it's definitely more of a flat in the inner. Now the Hamilton is, at least the symbol is applied, but look at all the indices here. They're definitely raised a bit. They do look like they're applied. And then the pips here, these are actually going to have luminescence along with the syringe style hands, which is actually one of my favorite aspects of this watch. It's just really done nicely. And then that second hand is just that simple arrow right there. That's ticking away. As I said, you're getting a 60-hour power reserve here. So the hand isn't going to be sweeping as smoothly as you would see on a 28,000, 800 beat per hour. This one slowed down just a bit to give you that extra power reserve, which I appreciate. So not a big deal, especially since most people are probably going to just leave it as is. So I'd rather have that extra power reserve myself. Now, the brushing on this is absolutely flawless. I mean, look at the brushing that goes downward here as it intersects with this angle here. How this goes side to side, this one goes down. It's just done so nicely. Definitely tell that this is a watch that costs, in the $1,000 price range. Honestly, with this movement, this watch, especially if it had a different logo on it, this watch could easily, or at least this movement could easily be in a higher end watch with no doubt. I mean, I own a couple high-end watches, and this movement, just the fit and feel of everything is definitely up there. So Hamilton did a really nice job with this movement, for sure. you know, when it comes to decoration and stuff, yeah, you know, maybe it's not up there with the Omegas and whatnot, but I'm just saying functionality wise, like just everything, you know, the pushers and the feel of the crown and the way the hand snaps back, it's just the fit and feel of everything. It's just you can tell this is a really good refined movement. So really well done by Hamilton. I will just take the hand and just move it just slightly so that you can see that, and screw it back in. Easy as pie, guys. I mean, it is just a pleasure to be utilizing this movement. You can see the pushers and the crown. Pushers are actually a high gloss polish, and the crown is actually a satin, and you see the coin edging. Now, as this hand goes around, I'm just going to show you how it keeps track of the minutes.
And we're going to check it out.
Right here. There it goes. Boom. So, you got 1 minute, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 minutes. So that'll go around twice before this one will then indicate the hour. I'm going to show you guys a Lume shot, and there you go, guys. So what do you guys think about this watch? Love to hear down below. Would you keep the second hand running, or would you be just like content with just it sitting still like this? Me personally, I typically have the second hand running. That's just me. But I'd love to hear what you guys, how you guys would do it down below. It's a very classy looking watch. This is definitely my favorite Hamilton out of the 3 that I own. I actually own 3 khakis, so this is the 3rd of the collection, and I have to admit that this one is definitely my favorite because it's just well done. It just, everything from the movement to just, even I love the handset. So here's the strap. The strap itself is like, it's a leather, but it's like almost like a suede. It's really soft and it gets dirty really easily. So I mean, it looks nice. It's well done, but on a practicality sense, I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna have to be cleaning this a lot. So I'm probably gonna switch it out soon. If I'm going to wear it a lot, and put it on something that I could wear on a daily basis. I mean, I haven't had this watch that long. You can already see that it's getting dirty and scuffed up. So it's a beautiful strap. Don't get me wrong. This is actually a handcrafted leather, 20 millimeter. Okay. With the, basically it's like a regular leather interior, but really soft. And you can see it on the sides as well. But that suede gets folded over there, and you've got it on the keepers, all contrast stitched. It's done very nicely, and you've got your typical Hamilton buckle, which is always got that point to it, which I don't get it, guys. 2 things I knock Hamilton on is their really pointy edges on their buckles. Typically, their leather bands are not that great, but this one's good. But again, just I question the choice in materials for this to be an everyday watch. I mean, you can see how easily this thing just stains up, but it also gives it the character that you may be looking for. And then the other thing, of course, is the Lume. This one has the best Lume out of the 3, but it's still not that great. Hamilton, please. I mean, I love your watches, obviously. I mean, this is the 3rd khaki I own, but you gotta step up the Lume game, guys, please.
Well, there you go, guys. The full review of the Hamilton khaki. This is the chronograph version. Very impressive watch, I must say. This movement here is just, when you wind the crown, you know you've got something special here. It's so silky smooth. When you press the pushers, I mean, there is just a quality that you just can't describe. And when those hands snap back, I mean, you can't even see That's how quickly they come back into place, and they are so just on point. I mean, this is just stuff that you only see in quality movements. And I must say that this movement really could be in watches that cost 2-3 times as much. I really do believe that. I mean, I own, for instance, the Planet Ocean, which does cost even 5 times as much as this watch. And I must say that the refinement of this Hamilton is really, really competitive. So be that as it may, comment down below your thoughts on this particular watch. I would love to hear from you guys. So just don't be shy, comment down below, and always remember that there's always time to be kind to one another. Please take care of each other, and I'll see you guys next time on Average Joe Watch Reviews. God bless, my friends.